Hello students, welcome to maths class. So in previous video lecture we have seen quadrilaterals, different types of quadrilaterals. So based on that theory, examples are given in exercise 3.3. So let's start. First one, given a parallelogram ABCD, complete each statement along with the definition or property used. You have to complete the fill-ups. First one, AD. You can see this is a parallelogram. What are the properties of parallelogram? First one, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, opposite sides are parallel to each other, and sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree. So first one, AD. This is the side AD. AD is equal to BC. Why? Because opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Second one, angle DCB. Where is the angle DCB? Here angle DCB. So it means angle C we have to consider. Angle C is equal to angle A because opposite angles are equal. So how to write this angle A? You have to write, you have to show this way, this angle. So you can write angle DAB. Okay. Next, OC. Here is the OC. OC is equal to OA because diagonals of parallelogram are equal, and here O is the middle point and both diagonals are intersecting each other, bisecting each other. So this both parts OC and OA are equal. Next, DAB plus CDA. So here which angles you have to consider? Whatever letter is given in the middle out of three letters, that you have to consider as an angle. So in the first one angle A, it means this one, and in the second one angle D. So this one. So angle, sum of these two angles A and D is equal to 180 degree because sum of two adjacent angles in the parallelogram is equal to 180 degree. Next, second one, consider the following parallelograms, find the values of unknowns x, y, z. First one, here figure is given, parallelogram ABCD it is given, then angle B is given. You need to find out x, y and z. So how to find out? Yes, in the previous example we have seen the properties of parallelogram. That property you have to use here. B is equal to 100, then y is equal to also 100. Why? Because opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. So y is equal to 100. So y is equal to 100. Next, x plus 100 is equal to 180 degree. Sum of adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. So value of x will be 180 minus 100. So it will be 80 degree. So we got value of y, we got value of x also. Next, z. If x is equal to 80, this x is equal to 80, then x and z both are also opposite to each other, then z is equal to also 80 degree. Understood? Once again let me repeat. B is equal to 100. So y is equal to also 100 because both are opposite to each other, and angle z and x both are opposite to each other. So if you have value of x, then that will be the value of z also. So b is equal to 100 and x is equal to what we have to find out. So x plus 100 is equal to 180 degree. So x is equal to 80 degree. and z is equal to also 80 degree. Second one, (50 degree, x, y and z. First of all, here 50 and here opposite angle is not given. Yes, z is given but not, it is outside of the parallelogram. It is not interior angle, it is the exterior angle. So 50 plus x is equal to 180 degree. Yes, you can take 50 plus y also because it is also 180 degree. Here it is taken 50 plus x is equal to 180. So x is equal to 130. Okay. So what is the value of x? It is a 130, and x and y both are opposite angles. So y also 180 degree. 130 degree. Understood? Okay. X 130 degree, y 130 degree. Now it remains z. So what is the value of z? This x and z both are corresponding angles. You can remember the figure that transversal lines, corresponding angles are same. Okay, that concept you have to use here. So x and z both are corresponding angle. So both are equal. If x is equal to 130, then z is also equal to 130 degree. Next, third one, figure is given. It is a rhombus, one kind of quadrilateral. One of the angle is 30 degree. We have to find out value of x, y and z. You can see this x is a right angle. So value of x is equal to 90 degree. Then consider this triangle. This is the triangle. Here it is a 90 degree. It is a 30 degree. We have to find out y. It is a 30 degree. It is a 90 degree. So you have to use angle sum property. What is the angle sum property? Sum of all three angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. You can see the second step. So we have the value of x 30 degree. We have one of the angle 90. We have to find out y. So 90 plus y plus 30 is equal to 180. So y is equal to 60 degree. So this angle is 60 degree. Next, z. Y is equal to 60, then z is equal to also 60 because alternate angle. You can see here shape z formed. Okay. So these two angles are equal to each other and we can say it is a pair of alternate angles. So if this angle is 60, then this angle is also 60 degree. Next, fourth one. Here 80 degree is given. 80 and y both are opposite to each other. So y is equal to 80 degree. 80 and this z both are corresponding angles. So z is also equal to 80 degree. Now only one angle remains x. So we can find out x plus 80 is equal to 180 degree because adjacent angles. So x is equal to 100. Next, fifth one. Here this is the 40 degree, 112 and x and z. So 112 and y both are opposite to each other. So y is equal to 112 degree. Now consider this triangle. This is the triangle where y is equal to 112 degree. Here it is a 40 degree and we have to find out x. So angle sum property you can use, sum of all three angles is equal to 180 degree. So this is the x. So x is equal to 180 minus 40 minus 112. So x is equal to 28. Understood? You have to use here angle sum property. Y is equal to 112. Here it is a 40. So x is equal to 28. Now alternate angle you can see. Again these two angles are equal to each other. So x is equal to, if x is equal to 28, then z is also 28 degree.